Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Skavenblight. Yes, the ratmen return. We are still attempting to conquer the world. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go in against Solaria pretty quickly here, especially because Solaria can potentially just spam undead at me to death. However, I'm also going to have to deal with freaking Ashdod up over here sometime, and that's going to be challenging. What I'm thinking is I'm going to avoid outright war right at the moment. We're going to have Salzar here. No, he can increase unrest level. Interesting. He's going to try to assassinate the Bear Tribe Shaman down here, and hopefully we'll be able to take that province without much by way of problem. Over here I've got a whole bunch of Plague Monks and just crap fodder. You know, giant rats and ratlings. What I'm going to do is wait one more turn, summon more allies, and then move in. I have named a few more commanders. We've got Ribby, the Molder Packmaster, up here. Over here, we have Jerry, the Warlock Engineer. I have two Jerrys. 1 second. Nobody saw anything. Over here, we have Balin Stalin, the Warlock Engineer, and Jerry, the regular Warlock. Sorry, Jerry, you don't get to be two people. And we are going to move... Actually, this little army with Nicholas and Callum is going to move over in this direction, and then sweep north to kind of cut the giants off before they get too big for their metaphorical britches. Petrovos is blood hunting my capital for 1 turn. Now, yes, that is kind of a bad idea because it will reduce my income by kicking up the unrest, but one guy blood hunting won't kick it up too much. And next turn, I'll give him a bunch of Skaven slaves for patrolling purposes and move him down into Thing Woods, where he can blood hunt pretty much to his heart's content. We're recruiting a chieftain down there, so there'll be a chieftain in this province who can take a whole bunch of Skaven slaves and just patrol away the unrest. So, shouldn't be a problem. So I think that's most of the turn. Tretch Craventail. Now, Tretch Craventail is here with his army, which currently is just kind of scripted to go in. I am going to actually set these guys up here and tell them to attack rear. These guys, I think I'm going to put in line formation up front. Have them hold and attack the closest. And you know what, Tretch? Since Tretch is immortal, and he'll just return to his home province, which is Skavenblight, in 3 turns. Losing him for 3 turns would be a bummer, but he's tough enough and has a high enough defense skill that against regular infantry, especially if he's in the middle of his gang here, I think he'll be able to handle it. And yeah, he's exactly the same combat speed as the Storm Vermin and Council Guard, so he should be fine. So surrounded by his Storm Vermin and Council Guard, Tretch Craventail will go into battle. We've got 30 units up there, so why don't we... I kind of want to cut Solaria off. Oh, that's Solaria's capital. Wow. Okay. So that's where they are then. Might still be a good idea. This is a swamp, so it's kind of a bad place to hold because it has very little by way of supplies. Let's move north with Tretch for now. And Noah's little army of Poison Wind Globadiers and Night Runners and Storm Vermin will move up to join him. Can I get there in 1 turn? Who can't get there in 1 turn? Noah can't get there in 1 turn because his map move is 10 because of who? The Storm Vermin. The Storm Vermin has very low map move, interestingly. Well, tell you what. Let's move the 2 wizards up here to support the army. We'll put them right up front behind the infantry where they should be able to throw their warp lightning. And we'll go from there. And Noah the Tuba will just kind of move up in support when he can. We do need some province defense in this province. And I think that's going to be the turn. Alright, let's keep rolling. Alright, we've got Globadiers and Warp Fire Throwers. We have captured 7 blood slaves. Snyx the Deathmaster appeared at the gates of your Wow, I am getting a lot of national heroes. Interesting. Okay. We tried to assassinate the Bear Tribe Shaman. So, good old Salzar is going in with his Weeping Blades against a basic Nature 1 mage, at night no less, which maximizes his advantages since he has 100% dark vision, and this guy does not. So this should be over pretty quickly. I'm actually surprised he didn't kill him in one round. Yep, there we go. That's the one. A battle in Vena. Let's view that battle. Hopefully the minor warp lightnings actually go off this time. They're not in range yet. And now they're throwing fire darts. Okay, I'm gonna have to script them to advance before they cast minor warp lightning or something. The Night Runners doing well. Yeah, okay, I messed up. There's minor warp lightning. There we go. It is striking all over the battlefield. Super, super dangerous to everyone involved. So far, not actually accomplishing anything. In a big major battle, I could definitely see that being really, really kind of cool. Alright, the Night Runners are fleeing again. I did send them in too early, so that's fair enough. Fair enough, Night Runners. And now the Storm Vermin are just going to clean up. So yeah, I lost 10 of my Night Runners because they went in alone. And the rest ran away. That's fine. The Scryer Warlocks did get a couple of kills. Cool. Let me look at Snicks here. Wow. So he's ethereal, stealthy 80, an assassin 8, so he almost will never have to fight bodyguards. He's ambidextrous 10, so his attack penalty is nothing. He has Esh and Shuriken that are poisoned, and he has 3 Weeping Blade attacks that do 26 magical damage plus poison each. Holy crap. This guy is monstrously overpowered. Plus defense skill 24 and attack skill 17. The only way he loses an assassination, basically, is if he tries to assassinate a mage and the mage hits him with a really high damage spell right at the start of things. He even has morale 15. So, woo! He is, woof. That is impressive. I am going to send him, actually, just over into Ashdod to start assassinating giants and never stop. You assassinate another enemy commander in case there is another one. Over here, we're going to get this warp fire thrower in there. We're going to get these rats in there, so we have maximum rattage. And then we are going to send Blistertooth, Shocknix, and all of these guys to take that throne. And we will set them up. So, and yep. And Shocknix, you stay back here. Blistertooth, you stay there. That's fine. So the Molder Packmasters are just going to add their hordes of Ratty Doom to the chaff in front. The Warp Fire Throwers will need to be up front of the Plague Monks where they can get their flame on. Yeah, the Plague Monks will kind of flow around them just a little bit because they're a little bit faster. And hopefully what will happen here is we will swarm them under with just enormous hordes of rats. Just absolutely disgusting hordes of vile rats. You are a scout. You move down there. We've started to recruit scouts just everywhere, which is what I definitely wanted. We have a couple of our dudes retreated over that way. Okay, Noah, move up there. Vile Throsk. I'm gonna stop naming scouts just because I'm about to have so many scouts. So let's go in there. Let's actually set these guys to attack one turn and then start throwing minor warp lightning. Just for fun. So they'll move up for one turn behind the infantry, and then they will start blapping on fools with their warp lightning. So we've got a lot of troops here. Clawdoom. Take your Skaven slaves. Clawdoom and Petervas, actually, need to split some Skaven slaves between them. Petervas, you have some Skaven slaves. Clawdoom, go there. Petervas, go there. Radit, move up here in order to grab some more troops from the capital. Down here, we're still recruiting Molder Packmasters. I think I'll probably switch over to recruiting mages at this point. I think I have enough Packmasters. So we're going to start recruiting, I think... Molder Mutators are 150 for 9. I think I'm going to recruit Plague Chantors or Scryer Warlocks. Let's start pumping out more Scryer Warlocks. And in this fort, I have 90 resources. I could recruit Crossbowmen, or I could recruit Storm Vermin, which I think are going to have to be my line infantry. Clan Rats, just 8 morale is unacceptable when you don't have any high morale boosting commanders. Actually, with the low resources here, I could start recruiting Censer Bearers. They are holy. But if I mix in Censer Bearers with regular Plague Monks, which have poison resistance, then I think the Incense Cloud... Yeah, let's try that. Let's try a Clan Pestilence army over here. And we will, for thematic purposes if nothing else, we'll recruit the Plague Chanters instead of the Scryer Warlocks. And that gives me enough recruitment points for a couple more Plague Monks. Excellent. Up here, we're still recruiting Molder Mutators. We don't need such huge hordes of Skaven slaves anymore. So instead, we can focus more on getting a couple more Storm Vermin. I will still get some Skaven slaves just to serve as a meat shield. But I think the Storm Vermin are probably going to be good enough troops for now. Council Guard 2017, 1117. Actually, I'm not short on gold. So, do that. So we'll get 3 Storm Vermin and the Council Guard, which just have much more morale. I mean, really, that's the big deal about the Council Guard. The stats are not terribly impressive, but morale 12 for the Skaven is huge. And I can use them for bodyguards in case there are assassination attempts. So, let's keep on rolling, shall we? Who else did I have who wanted a name? We've got Ball and Stalin. We have several people who wanted to be warlords, and I haven't actually recruited any warlords yet. I may want to because they do give a morale bonus, and I'm coming to realize that for the Skaven in particular, that's important. However, a warlord takes 2 recruitment points is the thing, so it takes the entire turn of a fort in order to recruit a warlord. And I want to be pumping out some more mages. I also want to be starting another fortress pretty soon. So let's maximize scout recruitment. One sort of slightly hidden benefit here is that since I'm pumping out Skaven scouts everywhere, I will always have somebody available to build a fort if I want one. I will have to move mages around still, but forts will be easy to come by. So, let's end the turn. Actually, I am forgetting about someone. I'm forgetting about Jacob Thane, who's down here in Shinuyaman territory. Shinuyaman territory, which is not actually very big. So we've got Solaria there, we've got Ashdod. It has to be this province, pretty much. Because I can see the names of all these provinces, and none of them are Ashdod, so Ashdod has to be this swamp, I think. Yeah, because it isn't any of these. So yeah, that's Ashdod. That's Solaria. That's Shinuyama. So I'm only missing Uruk and Agartha. Okay. Agartha usually starts in a cave if possible. There are no caves on this map, so I don't know where they are, but we'll find them. Don't you worry, we'll find them. Okay, so the Throne of Zeal has been claimed by Shinuyama. We've outfitted some more Globadiers. Ah, there are no enemy commanders in this province. Great, and there was a battle in Giant's Rest. Ooh, unexpected events first. Okay, Warpstone and Warpstone. Excellent. So in Giant's Rest, let's see how our Globadiers do. We've got heavy cavalry incoming. A little bit sad. And we are just bathing the battlefield in short-lived poison. How much ammunition do they have? 5. They have 5 ammo. So they should be throwing still. Yep, there they go. There's the poison wind. And that warp lightning is actually doing work now. Yep. I think all 3 of those bolts hit the same square. So yeah, all these guys are poisoned now, which is definitely hurting them. And my troops are poisoned, but since they have the poison resistance, they're not taking as much damage. They're still taking some damage. But I mean, they're just Skaven, who cares? So, in Giant's Rest, we lost 2 of our Council Guards, 5 Night Runners, and 7 Storm Vermin, and we wiped out the enemy. The Scryer Warlocks actually did get 2 kills, and Tretch also got a couple kills. So good job, Tretch. The Storm Vermin did most of the killing. The Poison Wind Globadiers, technically no kills, but in a big battle they'd be important. And then let's watch the battle in the Cloud Breakers. So up here we have just disgusting quantities of horrible rats. Behind them we have Plague Monks. And on the opposing side we have Wolf Tribe. Unfortunately, Wolf Tribe are actually going to be pretty efficient against our rats, I think, so let's see how this goes. But we do have our Prophet in the battle. So there's that. And what are you guys casting? Oh, those are the Warp Fire Throwers. Oh, the Warp Fire Throwers are definitely working out for us. The rats are running, but the Plague Monks are not. The Plague Monks are going ham. Because Plague Monks berserk. So that worked out pretty well. Excellent. So in the Cloud Breakers, yeah, the Warp Fire Throwers got 5 kills, the Plague Monks got 12. The Warp Fire Throwers definitely paid off. 2 units getting 5 kills, that's very solid. Our Molder Packmasters retreated, and then 17 units also retreated, which I think were the giant rats, the surviving ones. All of them ran away. So that's fine. Okay, so we've now claimed the Cloud Breakers, and we have the Throne of Pestilence, which spreads death. I don't actually want to claim that yet. If we look at the Thrones of Ascension, we need 8 points. So I've got the Throne of Pestilence, but I don't really want it. What I would like is to find, like, the Throne of Creation? Huh, increases turmoil. Never seen that before. The Throne of Bureaucracy. Gets order +1, conflict bonus +1, and subtracts 100 gold per turn. The order +1 in late game will actually probably compensate for that. The conflict bonus plus spreading dominion 5 would be huge. Okay, so Plague Monks are definitely pretty solid. I do need we can just attack this province because they have no commanders. So you just start way in the back where you aren't at risk of reaching anybody. We're researching there. Researching there. Petervas. Jarell Cortez. I'm just going to give you a bunch of crap and have you patrol while you blood hunt. Over here, we're going to give Throatclaw a bunch of crap and have him patrol while you blood hunt. And Snitch is, yes, going to move north into giant territory. While more Nodwell? Warlord Nodwell? The Scout? That's kind of hilarious. Throck can move up there, so that's just a river. Man, it is hard to get into these lands. Like, all the borders are rivers until you get down here, and then you can kind of work your way up. Or you can get over here and work your way around. But, oh no, you can't. That's also a river. Wow, interesting. Ashdod is, like, completely blocked off. And due to the heat domains on both sides, they're going to remain blocked off. So Ashdod kind of has their own little empire over here that's unassailable except through the Forest of Springs. And even the Forest of Springs can't be attacked from that side. So that's an interestingly defensible position. Unfortunately, Ashdod has spread all the way down here. They've got a grip of land. They have a significant chunk of territory. Because, I mean, they're giants. They're just hard to stop. We have 152 in the treasury. Seer Lord Confusion is researching. Ball and Stalin and Happery are outfitting Globadiers. We have a lot of death gems at this point. Research-wise, we're finishing up construction to get down to level 4, and then we'll go into blood magic to give our Molder mutators something to do. Pusstooth is going to move over there into Emmerich, where I am going to pause recruiting scouts for a moment to recruit a chieftain and start getting some Skaven slaves for patrolling purposes. You move that way, you move that way, you stay there. There's going to be a lot of scout moving in this game, I can tell already. Yeah, and in order to get out of this area, I have to go through the Forest of Springs. So I have to declare war on Ashdod if I want to be able to move left. To move west, that is. We've got our Pestilence army building up. Ikit Fangbite is researching. Let's make... Who did we need? What names did we need here? Your name will now be... Bin Chicken. Nope, not Bun Chicken. I am bad at typing. Bin Chicken. Congratulations, Bin Chicken. You made it. Jarell's patrolling. Throatclaw's patrolling. Snitch is sneaking while we get our blood hunts on. Over here, let's recruit a couple of scouts. And down here, we're already recruiting scouts. So those scouts will basically just be taking blood slaves every turn, passing them back through the capital, and then moving on. This province could feed scouts down here to Raphabolia as well. Once I have the money, I'm definitely going to want to put more forts up, because only having 2 right now when it's already turned 14 is a little bit of an issue. So, all you lot, go take that province. And we are definitely unrest 158. What? What is going on here? In Giant's Rest? I mean, we won the battle. There's a site here that I'm going to have to search and find. I am going to have to start moving guys out to search for sites. In particular, my Warlock Engineers are going to be the ones to do that. I could also do it with Plague Priests, but their paths are... I mean, Warlock Engineers have all the same paths except blood and more of them. So it's going to be the Warlock Engineers who do my site searching. So we're outfitting Globadiers with them right now. I think I probably have enough Globadiers, so you lot... Happery and Ball and Stalin start searching. Seerlord Confusion I may also want to search at some point, just because he can search for astral sites. Which otherwise, only Grey Seers have access to astral. We are going to want to start recruiting Grey Seers fairly soon for that high-level death and astral magic. But it'll be a few turns yet. We're still going to be recruiting just regular leaders for the nonce. Build up the army another turn or two, and I'll recruit my first warlord to lead it. Okay. Down here, that assassin is attacking. Snitch is moving. Everyone's going good. Everything's fine. Let's move on. Wait. Okay, Die Bakemonos, Bakemono Show, Bakemono Warriors, and Bandits. So they're just recruiting goblin troops, which aren't terribly impressive. Let's see what Ashdod is up to, because Ashdod looks like they are spiraling out of control. 12 commanders are doing nothing. Who's doing nothing? You're doing nothing. You are this army. I forgot to move at all. Okay. So, you 3 all summon allies real quick. Shocknicks. Search for magic sites. And Blistertooth. I don't want to claim that throne yet. I just don't want to claim that throne yet. How much gold are you costing me? The Censor Bearers are costing me a lot of gold. The Plague Monks, not so much. Let's just go all Plague Monk for the moment. I want to save up enough money to start a fortress here in the Cloudbreakers. Okay, yeah, we've got lots of blood hunting going on. Patrolling troops are killing brigands and troublemakers, making the land safe and orderly. Battle in Ivanmore. The rats expand, yes, yes. This shouldn't be too hard, I think. We should be able to take them out. Especially when we've got that minor warp lightning coming down. Holy crap. That is really powerful. I mean, yeah, sometimes it hits my own guys, but worth it. So worth it. Yeah, you can see 8 kills on the Scryer Warlocks. Everybody else, it doesn't look like they even got all that much friendly fire, probably. They got some. I think they might have vaporized my last Council Guard. These guys got no kills. Okay, so hold up. I lost 4 Night Runners, 4 Storm Vermin. I lost 10 units. These guys got no kills. Yeah, the friendly fire might be a little too real right now, actually. Because I'm looking at, like, the Poison Wind Globadiers killed 3 guys. The Warlocks killed 8 guys. Council Guard and Storm Vermin can't get friendly fire, and neither can Night Runners. So that might actually mean, well, but the poison deaths, do the poison deaths count for the Poison Wind Globadiers? In any case, the point is we won. And these dead will not be lamented except for the Council Guard. I did like him. And in Waywoods, what have we got going on in Waywoods? Ah, yes, this is our assassin, just chasing off a horde of leaderless barbarians. Okay, good job, Salzar. Let's also take that province real quick before Ashdod gets around to it. Ashdod is recruiting a whole bunch of independents. There's no troops down here. How far have they gotten? Snitch keep moving. Scouts keep moving. Over here, we're still patrolling and blood hunting, so what we're going to do here is... nope, not you. I need a scout. Blood economies require a whole lot of this micromanagement, because what we have to do is, for every blood hunter, we have to transfer the blood slaves over to scouts, and then move the scouts to a place where there's a lab, and then at the lab, we can consolidate the blood slaves into our overall blood slave pool. So construction level 4 next turn, then we'll start going up blood magic. It's really annoying that I can't cross that river. It's really very annoying. Oh, Tretch has an affliction. He's weakened. Damn, that makes him actually much less impressive. That's frustrating. I can't even get over there. There's literally no way to attack Ashdod except from down here. That sucks. Okay. Tretch, reconsolidate your forces down here. We're going to have to attack Solaria. With this army, I am going to stop recruiting them and recruit my first warlord. So he will be the first one to recruit, to lead, rather, an actual, like, army of the Skaven. So we'll get our warlord there. I definitely do need another fortress. They cost me 600 gold, so they're going to have to wait for a little bit. Pustooth. Start blood hunting. We're going to recruit. We don't need another chieftain there, so let's just recruit a pile of Skaven slaves real quick for patrolling purposes. Happery's going to search. Ballin Stalin is going to search. This guy's going to move down there. Jarell, I do not... Jarell is the patroller, that's right. So Fester, I don't need Uncle Fester here. You just summon allies for a little while, okay? Yep, you're all summoning allies too. Let's give those rats to Blistertooth. And Clawdoom, Ribby, Ratman Owens. Yeah, you just sit here summoning allies for a while. Let's get a little bit of province defense. It'll be good. Get a little bit of province defense here too, although this province is nearly worthless because of all the unrest. And our armies will move down south. We are definitely going to have to confront Solaria. And Salzar is going to sneak over here. Snitch is going to sneak up there. Okay, I think we're good to go. I definitely need to start recruiting more mages to get my research up. Right now, it's only over here that I'm increasing my research at all. Who's doing nothing? Radit, are you doing nothing? Why are you hiding here, Radit? Radit the chieftain. You could take those Skaven slaves and go patrol somewhere, but I actually want those Skaven slaves as part of the army that the Warlord will lead. So Radit, just wait. Pawbiter the Scout. Head down there. Night Eyes. Head over here. We need to start getting some scouts into Solarian territory. Corpse Finder, also head over there. And Zekit, the Chieftain. You're gonna be the one to lead the patrollers here, so that's fine. Okay. So we're starting to get the blood economy rolling. Ooh, we found a battlefield in Emmerich, which gives us a death gem. There's an exhausted warpstone seam here that gives us nothing. We could build a lab here in order to get that warpstone back. In order to get that stutter going on. So first, I'm going to go to my magic resource treasury, and I'm going to pool blood slaves. So that draws them from all the scouts that are standing around here. We've got our first warlord, and our first warlord is going to be named Clunny the Scourge. A good old I mistyped that again. There we go, a good old-fashioned Redwall reference. Not very common nowadays. So, Clunny, you've got your heavy infantry line, you've got your crap up front, and then you've got your Poison Wind Globadiers behind. So the crap is going to be way up front. These guys are going to be in a line formation right behind. And these guys are going to be in a sparse line behind them. I would also like some flank protection. Not quite sure where I get it from. So for now, Clunny, just you hold on and stay behind troops. What I may actually do is we're going to, in traditional Skaven fashion, we are going to weaken the actual army in order to give the commander the best bodyguards possible. So Clunny the Scourge is going to take his army and head over towards Solaria, where he will be making war. So we've got lots and lots of blood hunts going on. Once again, it's just there is micromanagement that has to happen, because you have to go into there, click that, pick a scout, transfer, and the scout moves in that direction. And you have to do this for every single blood hunter every single time. But as you can see, you get a lot of blood slaves. You get blood slaves pretty quickly. Like they add up fast. Now, one important defensive tactic to learn is to leave some blood slaves on your blood hunters so they can cast blood spells to defend themselves. I'm not really bothering to do that because against the AI, it doesn't matter. The AI is not going to do anything tricksy to you. It's not that smart. But in general, it's a good idea. Also, we have this scout up here. Radit is still just hiding out, doing his rat thing. Verminisk is moving. Let's get a scout into Solaria as well. A rat in every province. Every province gets a rat. We may also want to recruit more Eshin assassins, because they're pretty good at the assassination business. I have a whole bunch of plague monks down here. So let's stop recruiting plague chantors for a moment and instead recruit a plague priest. Plague priests can lead plague monks. Let's get another warlord, actually, just so that they can lead the whole army. Down here, we're still summoning allies. That's fine. Give them to Blistertooth. Make Blistertooth hordes better. And Blistertooth and Shocknix. I don't want to kick off the war against Solaria just yet, but I will soon. I have 536 gold, which actually means if I stop recruiting plague monks here, I can start building a fort. And I want a fort here on the Cloudbreakers. So Red Claws, start building a palisade. Shocknix and Blistertooth. Yeah, I want to wait one more turn before I kick off the war against Solaria. I'm building a fort here because the Great Iron Mine with the extra resources means that this place is going to have a whole lot... Oh, it has no recruitment points, though. I'm building a fort here only to protect the throne, which otherwise could be stolen by any attack. If I have the fort, then they have to take at least a turn or two to break down the fort. But I'm not really going to be able to recruit anything here because recruitment points are so low. Like, as you can see over here, Storm Vermin cost 9 recruitment points. So I could get some of them. Yeah, I guess Storm Vermin and Sensor Bearers are only 9, so I could recruit a reasonable bunch of Storm Vermin out of that fort there. Let's start recruiting some Storm Vermin here since I'm low on gold now. And they will form the bodyguard of the Warlord. Excellent, 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 excellent. Clunny the Scourge is moving out. Radit is still hiding because he is naturally a coward, as all Skaven are. No, not Callum. Didn't I have a... Wasn't I building a scout here? I guess not. It's Zekit who's moving troops back. Nicholas and Callum are both moving over here to join the army. Happery needs to go somewhere to search for magic sites, as does Ball and Stalin. Let's go down here, search for earth sites. And I do need to recruit another scout. Not a Skaven slave, a scout. Because Zekit actually needs to patrol instead of sneaking around, because he needs to hold unrest down. Okay, let's end another turn here. Keep on rolling. 13 commanders doing nothing. Who are these 13 commanders? Oh, they're all scouts. I'm recruiting so many scouts, I'm just running out of things to make them do. And of course, when a scout is hiding in a province, he's not doing anything, technically. Alright, no blood slaves. Huh, that's too bad. 16 there. The Thing Woods. Ah, my Warpstone seam is exhausted. In Celeria, I have been attacked by a Censor, 8 Ale Legionnaires, 4 Principe, and 5 Shades, plus the Province Defense, which includes a Thaumaturge. Okay, well, that was to be expected that he would die then. We have completed research in Blood Magic level 2. So at level 2, I have access to Molder Pit Breeding, which I think I'm going to start taking advantage of. Hey, Skretic, cast a spell. Cast Molder Pit Breeding for me. Just show me what it does. Pool up my blood slaves. I'll do all the maintenance stuff at the end of the turn after I've moved my armies, just to kind of keep you keep things rolling along for you all. But the war against Celeria is about to kick off. Clunny the Scourge, Noah the Tuba, and Tretch Craventail all gonna go down there. Now Tretch is inspirational -1, has leadership +2 for 4 squads. Clunny the Scourge is only +1 for 3 squads. So, I'm thinking the infantry are going to go to Tretch here. The Skaven slaves can stay with Clunny. Those guys can go to Tretch as well. Noah the Tuba, however, definitely needs to give his troops to Tretch. In particular, those guys as well. And I am going to consolidate all of them into Tretch's army. We're going to make them a line formation. We're going to pull these guys back a little bit and have the slaves go in first. And who is that? Oh, that's Tretch. Yeah, Tretch, just kind of be with your dudes. Be with your dudes, Tretch. And like Clunny the Scourge, we are going to give Tretch a Council Guard bodyguard squadron. Okay, are those clan rats? Wow, there's a couple of clan rats still alive. These guys are hanging with the Storm Vermin. They're doing their country proud. They're absolutely going to die. But they're doing their country proud for the time they have. Zekit, I need you to transfer your blood slaves to Pusstooth. And then let's get Cankertooth here. And let's transfer all the slaves to him. So Zekit can continue patrolling. He can patrol if he wants to. I'm actually going to give all his slaves to Clunny, however. we can recruit more here. Just repeat recruitment of that for a little bit. And so, Tretch, Craventail, we don't need Noah the Tube anymore. Tretch and Clunny are going to attack there. But down here, Blistertooth and Shocknix and his ratmen friends, his rather rat guide friends, are going to attack there. Over here we have another warlord. And the other warlords we needed were... We need... Puig Dragonthorn to be a warlord. And he's going to get a big pile of those guys. He's going to get some Storm Vermin as guards. He's going to get a few Censer Bearers as well, just kind of mix them in with the Plague Monks. And the whole strategy here is going to be that the Plague Monks and Censer Bearers run forward screaming and punch somebody in the neck with swords. Where is my Eshin Assassin? Oh, there's Salzar. No, you need to go there. Snitch needs to be working his way up towards Ashdod to try and assassinate people. Ooh, there's an Emite there. These two move down this way. We're just going to kind of move some scouts around. I'm going to end the turn now. This is just going to be me moving scouts around and doing blood economy maintenance. So I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, and we're back. One thing I had failed to note, I do actually have another warlord here, Scrux Maneater. We're going to give him his council guard contingent right away, and he's just going to kind of hang out until we have more of an army for him. We've gone back to recruiting Scryer Warlock Engineers there, and Plague Chantors here. Scryer Warlock Engineers, actually they're not terribly efficient researchers, but they have a lot more paths, and they have a forge bonus, so I want some of them hanging around. So it's time to end the turn. We're going to declare war on Solaria very quickly. And Snitch is still sneaking up here to start assassinating giants. Alright, we cast Molder Pit Breeding. We found no magic sites there. Unexpected event in Dardania. Oh, Warpstone. And Dragon Ridge. Oh, we opened the Warpstone seam. Excellent. In Dragon Ridge, did we build a lab there? How did we... Why is there a lab here? Okay, fair enough. Maybe I built a lab there and forgot. Let's see what Molder Pit Breeding got me. It got me Foul Spawn. This Foul Spawn has a life drain attack. That's actually pretty neat. A Foul Spawn who is a spider. Couple of those. A Foul Spawn with the touch of leprosy. Life drain. Tentacle attacks that aren't very good. More tentacle attacks. Just a bite. Nothing else. Tentacles. Fists. Poison spit. Okay, that's pretty solid. I'll take it. I'll buy that for $1. Let's just, let's keep churning out Molder Pit Breeding for a while. Our Blood Slave economy is still increasing. It's still going up. Now, let's look at the battles. Battle in Hinaf. So we've got Plague Monks, packs of rats, a Scryer Warlock, a couple of Flamethrowers, and the Prophet Blistertooth. On the other side, we have actually a fairly significant army. We've got these Triariuses, we've got lines of Velite, and then we've got some province defense. Oh, and they have their prophet here, Servilis. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm thinking I'm probably going to lose, because they have a lot of missiles. And the flamethrowers just burned my own rats to death. Yeah, not going great. Ally Legionnaires are not bad, especially they have a high defense skill, and Triariuses have Formation Fighter and long spears, and a lot of protection, so a little bit hard for my rats to deal with. Looks like the warp fire throwers have exhausted their ammo and are retreating, and the plague monks just ain't making it. They're just not doing the business the way they need to. So, yeah. That Velite is diseased. That might have been us. The plague monks do disease people they fight. But okay, so we lost that battle. Didn't go in with enough force. The swarm was not large enough. The warp fire throwers got respectable kills. We wiped out about half the Solarian army, but eventually we lost. All of our chieftains successfully retreated, which is good. Now let's look at Falgoth. In Falgoth, we have a significantly higher quality army, and we are facing much less resistance. So I anticipate that we just kind of rolled over people in this one. Oh, I have these guys set to wait. I thought I had them set to attack. Darn. That, woof. Dat poison, though. Dat poison, though. Since I'm using so many of these Poison Wind Globadiers, I should definitely get that Poison Immunity spell. Because in Falgoth, let me see. I lost 18 Skaven slaves. I also lost 2 Storm Vermin. I think those were killed by the poison from the Poison Wind Globadiers. Well, no, because look, 6, 13, and 4. So that's 23 kills all told. Now, the archers, those might have been friendly fire, but these are 17 kills. So, I think probably one of the Storm Vermin was killed by my own men. The Scryer Warlocks are just doing crazy work, though. Just crazy work. That Lesser Warp Lightning is nutso powerful. We're just going to spread our scouts out kind of willy-nilly. Let's get you back into Solaria. Let's put you in this province. Let's have all of you lot. Keep pushing. Just keep pushing Solaria. You sneak over there. Noah the Tuba. Why don't you fall back just to kind of pick up some more troops down there? Oh, they've built a fortress. That's bad. I don't like them having a fortress. Hey, Puig. Let me see. You can have 3 squads. You can have another squad of Storm Vermin. We will continue recruiting said Storm Vermin until we run out of points. Which happens distressingly quickly. We still have a lot of money and resources left, but that's fine. Just keep doing that for now. Shocknix, I want you to stay here in order to build a lab at this fort we're going to build. Up here, we've got Happary moving around, searching for magic sites. Got the blood hunting going on. I'm actually going to cut this video here. It is a little bit short. I'm a little bit short on time today, and I kind of need to ponder where I want to go next. Obviously, I'm getting very good vision from all of our scouts and such. Let's move up into Ashdod. Oh, there's a Rephite commander here. I actually want to see. I want to see if Snix can successfully assassinate a Rephite commander. I think he can. With defense skill 24 and ethereal, basically in order to hit him, first they have to pass a bad defense opposed check. And then they have to pass another 25% chance. And in the meantime, he's getting all of these. He's getting 3 18 attack hits at 26 damage plus poison. I think he can chop a giant down no problem. But we'll test it. However, as I said, I'm going to cut it here. I will see you next time. The blood economy is getting rolling. We've got our foul spawn coming up, so we just have, like, crazy amounts of chaff. Like, really obscene, disgusting quantities of chaff generation. We don't really have to recruit chaff anymore. We can focus entirely on recruiting reasonably effective units and bolstering them, of course, with our summons. We need to get back into getting mages, because those summons are important. We can outfit Warp Lightning Throwers and Doomflayer teams now, if we have the cross paths, which Scryer Warlock Engineers always will. So we're going to be pumping those bad boys out, summoning like crazy. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. And, of course, once we hit Blood Magic level 4, we will also be breeding Rat Ogres, and that will be hilarious. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.